Hey guys, Saber here. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of most of the new content in Rain World Downpour. Now, I'm going to avoid spoiling any of the new areas and creatures they've added for the campaigns, because I think the mystery is the coolest thing about Rain World. I wouldn't want that spoiled for myself. But, if you want to know a little bit about these, the Rain World developer put out teaser videos that I'll put a link to in my description. I will, however, be talking about everything from the base game, so if you haven't finished the base game yet, I would recommend finishing that first. Or if you're really excited to play the DLC, I would still get it because a lot of the remake settings are awesome quality of life and cool features that they've added to the game that I think you would still be able to enjoy. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the new slug cats and their abilities. Rivulet is speed incarnate. This thing is a speedrunner's dream. He can jump super high, he can run super fast, he can swim forever. He's like Survivor but on crack. It makes sense that because of how fast he is, that they shorten his timer by a lot. That's pretty much it for Rivulet, but I can't understate how awesome it feels to move around with this character, and I can't wait to see how fast people finish his campaign. Artificer is easily the most badass looking motherfucker in Rain World. He's got a 6 scar and an aptitude for explosions. He can easily clear large areas by launching himself, and he's also immune to explosions. But he's not immune to spears, I've checked. And launching yourself too many times would be ill-advised. He can also use his food pips to turn regular spears and rocks into explosive spears and bombs. The character is also a blast to play in arena maps. It's super sick to be flying around throwing spears at each other. He also has something similar to like a concussive blast that can stun nearby enemies. It's very helpful to stun lock a lizard or another slug cat. Our slug cat urban chef, our Remy Ratatouille of Rain World, is Gourmand, and he is one chonky lad. And his unique mechanic is crafting. If you're holding 2 different food items, it's possible to create a meal and gain extra food peps. And this is also possible while having 2 different regular items in your hands, and creating a new tool. Gourmand seems to have also forgotten what he has eaten previously, because if you have food pips, you can pull random items out of your stomach. Gourmand isn't afraid to throw his weight around and elbow drop some lizards from the top rope. He has the ability to stun things by rolling into them or landing on them. And if you play co-op with him, just make sure to watch out for that. Mr. Porcupine Tail here is the only slug cat able to double fist some spears for maximum spears per second. He also has a very unique way of eating. He doesn't have a mouth. So with the help of some sharp tail spears, he gets food pips from stabbing shit. It isn't only relegated to stabbing enemies though. There's also some other things that he can stab to eat as well. Spearmaster being able to make his own spears allows him to break climbing a little bit more than the other slug cats, albeit a bit slowly. You want to skip some platforming? Take a more scenic route? Maybe you just want to climb some huge-ass wall with nothing on it. With infinite spears, the world is your porcupine oyster. Saint is a very unique concept, one I didn't know if I would like very much, but I turned out enjoying it quite a bit. One of my friends told me that anytime a video game ever adds a grappling hook, it's always good, and this still continues to ring true. The Saint is a pacifist, and he can't throw spears very well, but he does excel at using his tongue to move himself around the map. The tongue is a nice feature where whenever you try to disconnect from something, it will give you a nice extra jump up boost, so you can actually gain height continuously. And you can gain a lot of height just climbing straight up using it. One of the most interesting concepts the Saint has is that he's not worried about rain, but more snow. The longer he's out and about, the harder the snow falls, and the faster he gets cold. And instead of a rain meter, he has a body heat meter. This body heat meter doesn't fall while he's inside, and there's other various ways to increase this body heat after you've lost it. It's really cool to see Rain World covered in something that's not rain. Jolly Co-op was a fantastic mod, and it was super fun to play with my friends, but I had a couple issues with it, and now I can say every problem I had is fixed. In case you don't know what Jolly Co-op is, it's a mod that allows you to play remote play with your friends through Steam and play the campaign. Now it's officially integrated and has a lot more options. These options are friendly lizards. Whenever one slug cat tames a lizard, it will be friendly for every other slug cat in the group. HUD on. It shows a little designation arrow above each slug cat, showing who is who and has their name tag. Fears miss. It's pretty self-explanatory. Friendly stealing lets you run up and grab items from other slug cats' hands. And the best one so far is smart shortcuts. Smart shortcuts gives you a brief period of time whenever you enter a tunnel that allows other slug cats to also enter the tunnel, so you can leave together without ripping the screen away from each other. This period of time is also skippable by hitting jump whenever you enter a tunnel. And the last option is camera cycling. You can swap the camera from player to player by pressing the spacebar. Sometimes it can be a little confusing about who has the camera, so this option allows you to change it from spacebar giving the camera away and taking it, to only taking the camera for yourself. Shelter failure is a new mechanic added in Downpour where your shelter has a chance of opening early before the rain stops. I really like the way that this change is going through environments you've previously been through. Rivulet also excels in these rain environments. I've added quite a few new arena maps, and they're pretty unique and fun to play on. I especially enjoy the Underhang and the 5P maps because gravity mechanics are so cool, and the Underhang just looks cool with its green electricity. If you like the World of Rain world, you'll absolutely love the Safari mode. Safari mode lets you spawn into any region of any campaign and become the creatures that are there. You have to unlock these by finding the red unlock tokens in different regions. I love games that give you a challenge mode. It's a fun bit of content after you finish the game, and it's a cool way to test your skills. And Rain World Downpour does it wonderfully. Each slug cat gets 8 different missions that are all very different from each other. Like the survivor's first mission is to kill 2 lizards, given supplies, while the first mission for the monk is to befriend one of these 3 lizards that are nearby. I love that each mission plays into the archetype of each slug cat, and to unlock these missions you have to finish the campaign of the respective slug cat. Expedition mode is easily the thing I was most excited about. The roguelike mode adds so much replayability to any game. In Expedition mode you choose your campaign, the first player, if you're using Jolly Co-op, is locked to this character. Then you pick your randomly generated challenges to try and finish during your run. These are able to be hidden, which means they will be completely unknown to the player until the known challenges are completed, and they give bonus XP. After picking your challenges, you spawn in a random shelter and attempt to complete them. After you finish, you gain EXP to level up. By leveling up and finishing runs, you will complete quests that unlock music discs and new perks and burdens. Perks to help you during a run, and a burden to hurt you, but in exchange they give you an EXP modifier. There are also missions which are handcrafted expeditions with specifically chosen challenges and starting locations. To unlock an expedition for a certain campaign, you have to complete that respective campaign first. Jukebox mode is single-handedly the best thing in video games. Being able to go and listen to your favorite songs in game is a fantastic addition in every game it's been in. I'm glad to finally include Rain World in that list. There's over 100 plus songs in this Jukebox list, so there's a ton to enjoy. And Farm Raise's Threat theme is my favorite song in the OST. If you disagree, let me know it in the comments. In Downpour, they've added a bunch of new arena and monster collectibles. To go along with those, they've added 2 new types of collectibles. A radio kind of thing that looks similar to the old arena unlock tokens. They have brown circles instead of yellow and blue circles, and these contain some lore about the characters in Rain World. They also have added Safari unlocks, which are the same as the original unlocks, but red circles. There is also now a cool collectible tracker on the top right of your screen whenever you hibernate. With remix options, the dev team has added so many different little tweaks to Rain World. There are over 40 plus different tweaks you can turn on or off completely separately. Anything from tweaked deer behavior, thank fucking god those fuckers never cooperate, to changing how long it takes for the rain to start. They even have an option to allow reinstating previous glitches speedrunners use, as well as options to put previously cut content back into the game, like slug pups and wall pouncing. They also have an assist menu to make the game a bit easier, with things like disabling shelter failure and the flooding associated with it. All these features they've included make the game much more accessible to a larger audience, and I hope now we'll see more people playing the game. Hey guys, thanks for watching the whole video and making it to this end card segment. My first time doing a video like this, so I'm not really too good at it. If you have any critiques or suggestions, I would gladly appreciate them. I know I'm not the best at video editing or making them, but I find it pretty fun. I'd like to have some pointers. Anyways, I'd like to thank the Rain World team for making such an amazing game and allowing me to play it early to make this video. I plan on streaming Downpour a lot when it officially comes out, so please come check me out at twitch.tv/saber_heart, or follow me on Twitter at saberheart. Thank you again for whoever decided to listen this long, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!